Now, the other tradition I wanted to make sure I talked about in today's world, just a little warning. As soon as anyone brings up autonomy, get ready. Because you're probably going to hear something that is nothing to do with our literature. The fourth tradition was never meant to be a veto over any of the other 11. In fact, it has nothing to do with the other 11 traditions. In Traditions Illustrated, I love that they use the C word, custom. Customs are very different than traditions. For those that have ever go to New York City, go to the Atlantic Group. I think we have some Atlantic Group members. They have great cake, they will tell you. Excellent cake, whatever they say. Their excellent cake is a great custom, but not a tradition. They tell people how to dress who speak there. That's awesome, because that's their custom. I get to choose whether I want to go along with that custom. If I don't want to go along with it, I don't speak there, right? There are lots of customs in Alcoholics Anonymous, and that's what the fourth tradition was made for. Customs. Groups have the authority to play with customs. Some groups like cupcakes. Some groups like sheet cakes. Some groups like to read how it works. Some groups hate how it works. Some groups like to read the Lord's Prayer. Some groups hate the Lord's Prayer. Some groups like the promises. There are groups in North Carolina called FTL groups. Anybody ever heard one of them? I can't say the first word. But it's blank the lamination. They don't like laminated how it works or steps or traditions. They think it should be read out of the book so that the newcomer sees where it comes from. Well, FTL, great custom, not a tradition. And my point is, customs make and embrace the individual character of every AA group. And it is awesome. And I've had to learn to celebrate the differences rather than pick on the differences, which goes against my nature as a bully. Like, I have to celebrate your customs. But when people start playing around with other traditions and saying that the fourth tradition gives us the right to make non-alcoholics members, or when a church, we pay rent in churches or clubhouses or buildings. We pay rent. When the church comes and says, we think you should help us roof the building, we don't do that. We're not affiliated. If you need to charge us $20 more a month rent because you're putting a new roof on, or your snowplow bill this winter was heavy, well, then we want to be self-supporting. But the fourth tradition was never meant to apply to the other 11. And if you read about it in here or in AA Comes of Age, you will see that.